Hi everybody, and welcome again to my channel. This time we have Jack here presenting, and I thought it'd be nice to have him sit in. So this time I wanted to talk about the website for jw.org, specifically the frequently asked questions section of that website. So there is a question there: why don't Jehovah's Witnesses respond to all accusations made against them? Now this is an excellent question, isn't it? Those of us who follow the news realize that the Watchtower has come under allegations that they shield pedophiles from prosecution by the law. These accusations were strongly substantiated by the Australian Royal Commission, which produced evidence and documentation, in fact, from within the Watchtower itself, that the Watchtower was aware of a good number of allegations of child abuse, and 0 of them got reported to the police. So over a 50-year period, this involved 1,006 offenders, I believe, not victims, but offenders. So the Watchtower has well-documented proof that there have been serious, plausible allegations of child abuse committed by members of theirs against other members of the Jehovah's Witnesses. So when the media tries to talk to them about this, they always give a canned response that the Watchtower abhors child sexual abuse, yada, 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 but nobody will ever talk to the media. So any sincere, honest person who is desirous of knowing the truth would want to ask himself, well, why don't Jehovah's Witnesses respond to these accusations? So let's see how the Watchtower does in answering this. So they say, Jehovah's Witnesses follow the Bible's advice not to respond to all accusations and instances of ridicule. For example, a Bible proverb says, the one who corrects a ridiculer invites dishonor. Rather than being pulled into a quarrel by an undue concern over false accusations, we focus on pleasing God. So, as you can obviously tell, there are some massive problems with this answer. One, it does not even remotely begin to address the scenario. The scenario that we're discussing is one of protecting perhaps the most vulnerable members of the congregation, the children. These are situations whereby the Watchtower has documentation of the allegations. Why is that? Because they've had their bodies of elders investigate. And in fact, the elders have specific instruction that if they ever receive an accusation of child molestation committed by a member or on a member of the congregation, the very first thing that they are to do is to call the Watchtower legal department. So Watchtower is well aware of this situation, and Watchtower knows quite well that these accusations are not false. So the question becomes, why is it that they don't respond to them? And moreover, why is it that they are striving so hard to hide the fact that they do not respond to these truthful allegations, truthful as is evidenced by the fact that they have documented it in their own files and are well aware of it? So basically what we're seeing here once again is Watchtower's purposeful attempt to be misleading. So the next paragraph of their answer says, of course, there is a time to be silent and a time to speak. We respond to sincere people who are interested in finding out the truth, but we avoid getting into pointless arguments. We thus follow the teachings and examples of Jesus and the early Christians. So if you are to believe what they are telling you here, people who want to keep children safe from being abused are not sincere. The only people they consider to be sincere are people that will listen to their version of events, and unquestioningly so. They had a chance to witness to the entire world about how good the Watchtower is at protecting children by talking to the media. And they stubbornly and steadfastly refuse to do this. Well, why would you do that? Well, it's because the truth is not what you are telling your congregants, but the truth is something much different. So once again, what we're seeing from the Watchtower is a smokescreen. They are deciding who's sincere, but sincerity in their mind has nothing to do with protecting vulnerable individuals, namely children. So therefore, if you are truly concerned about children like Jesus was, you're somehow not sincere in the eyes of the Watchtower. And this is par for the course with the way Watchtower answers these things. Their rote answer is pretty much, if you don't believe what we say to be 100% true, then you are not a sincere person. This is especially true in cases where you have well-documented evidence that they are not telling you the truth. And it is not very difficult to come by that evidence, as their own literature documents their own dishonesties over the course of more than a century. Now, this is all very fascinating to me because just very recently I've had an individual comment on my channel, and he called me intellectually dishonest for accusing the governing body of purposely confusing people. And I find that to be mind-blowingly uninformed, or rather, should I say, indoctrinated. This poor individual is most likely drinking the Kool-Aid by the gallon. If you can be one of Jehovah's Witnesses for any number of years and see how many times foolish little doctrines change, especially things like sanctifying versus vindicating the name of Jehovah, and not think that the governing body likes keeping you confused, you're just not paying attention. You are drinking the Kool-Aid lock, stock, and barrel. And this is how the Watchtower keeps people indoctrinated. They create this fear of real truth, that is, things you can go and verify. They misrepresent sources on a regular basis. And when they're called out on it, they never issue apologies to those individuals that they defend. So when an organization like this says that they don't answer all accusations because they're false, well, first of all, that is not a true statement. There are allegations that are demonstrably true that they have refused to answer. Second of all, when they say they only respond to sincere people, that is also demonstrably false. Individuals who have the safety of others concerned, especially children, are oftentimes extremely sincere. In fact, you would have no reason to think that they are not sincere. So the organization here tells you exactly who they are. They are going to lie at any cost, and they are going to smear the reputation of people that point that out. I invite them to prove me wrong. Demonstrate that the information that I'm presenting is not true. If you do this, I will take it down. Thanks for watching.